Good morning, welcome to another reflection. It is for Wednesday and it is the 12th of April, I believe, and it is reflection number 563. So often we can read God's repeated instruction to Joshua, be strong and courageous, as an encouragement to the battles which were ahead for Joshua, the various wars he would fight and the seasons of fear and discouragement he's going to face. And that is true. That is part of why God says be strong and courageous. But it's also related to all of his life in every aspect of being a leader of Israel and of being a follower of Yahweh. Joshua was to have strength and courage to follow all of God's commands in the face of a complaining and murmuring and disobedient people. He would need strength and courage every day to choose to follow the path of God and to follow his ways. Even with God walking with Joshua, he needed the strength and the courage. And we have to understand this. We can think that if God is with us, we don't need the strength and courage. And this is not true. The point is our strength and our courage is drawn from God's presence with us, but we still need strength and courage. We need the strength and courage to stand up to our culture, to stand for Christ in the face of ridicule and hatred. A number of times in the book of Joshua, God tells Joshua that he has already given the battle to Joshua. He says something like, I've already handed them into your hands before the battle. But Joshua still needed to go into the battle to make that true. He still needed the strength and the courage to take hold of the promises of God. And then he received the unfailing presence and miraculous help of God in the midst of the battle. God has promised to be with us and not to abandon us. God has promised to give us strength and courage, but we still need to have strength and courage to step into it. There is a part of the story in Joshua chapter 1 which says, which is not often looked at, and it's the conversation between Joshua and the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh. If you remember, they asked Moses if they could stay on the other side of the Jordan and to have that land. And Moses said yes, on the condition that their fighting men came into Canaan and helped them take the land. Joshua reminds them of this. And it is their response which I want to end this morning with, because their response helps us with living our life in strength and courage. Because the tribe said, all you have commanded we will do, wherever you send us we will go, we will obey you, we will not rebel. Do you want spiritual strength and courage today? Do all that God has commanded, go wherever he sends you, obey him and do not rebel, and you will have strength and courage. May God bless you today. May his face shine upon you. May you know the love of Christ in your life. In Jesus' name, amen.